That's not a knife. That's a knife. Welcome back, everybody. Faithful EDC here with you today. Today we have the MKM VINCENT. This one here is the Montiago Knife Makers VINCENT. We have Vanax steel, White Storm carbon fiber, model number MKVCV CWD. Really nice packaging here. Inside the box, you do have the nice stitched on, not just screen printed. This one in here is stitched on MKM branding. Really nice, soft, super padded. You got the knife that comes in the bag. Inside here, you get the paperwork, and they also send you a T6 and a T8 Allen key, just in case you need to do some changes, like swapping the blade or the pocket clip over for left-hand carry and or tightening up any of the other screws. Really nice that they do include that. Here we go. We have a aluminum backspacer with a large lanyard hole here. We do have a reversible wire pocket clip for right or left hand tip up carry. This is layered carbon fiber. That's how you get all those nice little imperfections or little like humps that you can see that they've been molded in there. So it's all a layered pattern of this carbon fiber, and then underneath they'll put like little what do you say, little bumps or whatever inside, and then as it's layered, those little bumps are what you see through the top of the scale here. So really cool patterning on that. We do have flipper tab and blade hole for deployment. Flipper tab works amazing. We do have a liner lock. So let's try this blade hole for deployment here. Really easy for deployment with a blade hole, reverse flick. This guy here is a little bit different than a style of knife I am used to. We have a very small handle, but they give you that finger choil to put your hand on there, or put your finger up on that finger choil there, and then it fits so nice and comfortable in the hand. So definitely a different pattern or a different style that I'm used to as far as the blade and the handle, but I really do like this. Super comfortable in the hand. You have a really nice big old belly on this blade. It kind of reminds me of an old pirate's knife with that big swoopy belly on the front there. They give you forward jimping out here, so really set you up for some great like carving or whittling, skinning knife, whatever you want to use this for. But that belly right there would be excellent for all of those chores. We do have T6 handles or T6 screws holding the scales on there, T8 on the pocket clip and on the pivot screw. This does run on bearings. The only complaint that I do have on this knife, if you can see right there, we'll start putting it around so you can see. If you can see right there, that's holding it perpendicular to the camera there. They don't give you a lot of relief cut for this liner lock. So it's just a tiny touch difficult to get that liner lock. You've got to be able to squeeze your thumb in there and be able to get that over a little bit more. I mean, just barely notch just a little bit more out of this area on the show side scale, and that would be awesome. Would definitely make it way easier to unlock the blade, but that is a very minimal gripe. We do have the MKM branding on the show side, and we do have Vanax blade steel. This here is Vox Designer. Really nice, super comfortable to carry, lightweight as well with that full carbon fiber, and that big old belly on it gives you plenty of options on how to use this knife. I do like a Wharncliffe, and this is far from the Wharncliffe blade shape, but I could probably get used to it. The reason I don't typically gravitate towards these style of knives is for piercing. For piercing, you've got to do that, right? You've got to be perpendicular. Anywhere else, and you're not going to touch that tip of the blade. So even on, like, say, the Spyderco here, it's not a Wharncliffe, but you're already piercing. You're already in the piercing section of the knife, right? So once you get to that tip, so that's why I enjoy Wharncliffe blades myself. But this one here, I could probably get around and get used to using this big belly for slicing. All right, now that we've got all that taken care of, it is a PVD coated blade, full flat grind, or pretty much full flat grind, especially down here towards the tip. You do have a really nice big old belly there. It is running on bearings in the pivot pin for nice, smooth action. That flipper tab works amazing and gets out of the way super quick. The blade hole for deployment is also very snappy, super comfortable in the hand. Like I had mentioned, these do come from Italy, so Italian made. But let's get some size comparisons for y'all. This is a smaller knife, so it is going to run a little bit smaller than most of them that I am used to. And we'll get the Paramilitary 2 for our size comparison out here. And there you go. You got about 1.25 inches shy of the Sharpie and about 7/8 of an inch shy of the Paramilitary 2. And there it is, fully opened. You have roughly 5/8 to 3/4 of an inch shy of a number 2 pencil, and you're 1 3/8-ish shy of the Paramilitary 2. Let's get you guys some actual dimensions here on this knife, and we will get you some weights. All right, closed. You're 4 3/16. You have a sharpened edge of 2 5/8 cutting edge. Overall blade length is 2 3/4, and tip to toe you are 6 15/16. So sub 7-inch knife here. Definitely one of the smaller knives for my liking. I do like a larger knife. We'll get you guys a weight here on grams. 104.5 grams and 3.68 ounces. So really, really lightweight, super comfortable. Love that wire clip as well. That wire clip I'm becoming more and more accompanied to, really liking those. They go in the pocket super easy. They're no struggles. They just work. So that's what I got for y'all today. The MKM Vincent. Super nice. Love that White Storm carbon fiber. And starting to grow on me with that big old belly. So thank you very much for checking the video out. Hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you give this video a like, comment, and share. Let's keep this channel growing. And yeah, appreciate y'all for watching. And as always, take care and God bless.